Cast of characters, 5 Justice and Unity, JNU or JUC, here tonight, left to right. Tibby Brooks, Russell Dale, Lisa Davis, Sara Flounders, Vajra Kilgour. 1 non-aligned, Manijay Sabah, behind the pillar. 11 independents, indies, all the rest. Plan for the film. 1. I want anyone who follows justice and unity to meet the clowns they are voting for, and maybe they'll reconsider. 2. Manijay Sabah is the first truly non-aligned person I have seen in my 5 years. I want to observe how she functions and how JNU people defer to her. I also noticed that Jamie Ross and Seth Goldberg, MD, both helped in breaking the logjam so that the meeting could proceed. This is the first I have seen of any kind of bipartisan cooperation.
Rob, I'll do it. Manager?
The sound you're hearing now is the voting on a motion by Sara Flounders.
Jamie?
Sara wants the board to allow Lynn Stewart to vote even though she is in prison.
Andrew.
Before Sara's motion, there was a motion by Manijay Sabah to express the board's support for Lynn Stewart, her work, and the unfairness of her imprisonment. While Sara was reading her motion, the board passed Manijay's motion.
Mail to Lynn Stewart according to her
All
preference
opposed?
and access.
0
and
opposed.
public
So
LSP
that passes
listserv.
unanimous.
Access to which
point
does not require pre-registration.
Sara insisted that her motion be a substitute motion to Manijay's motion. The chair, Mitchel offered to make it an amendment or a separate motion, but not a substitute motion. The chair then ruled Sara's motion out of order, and she began to read it. No motion was made to appeal the ruling of the chair. Alex Steinberg proposed that Sara be expelled from the meeting for continuing to speak when her motion had been ruled out of order, and no one appealed the ruling of the chair.
Point of order.
Does not mean one person has to
Hold on. Yes,
It means authorizing a different person to cast that ballot. For example, dictionary.
There, there's a
Who wants
motion
to
to
speak? The
suspend
agency
Sara's
votes.
Point of order.
Independent Jamie Ross now presents the chair with an ultimatum.
Jamie.
Yes, thank you for calling on me, Mitchell. I have 2 things to say. 1, I did volunteer to be secretary, but I'm going to not be secretary. I'm going to resign as secretary unless you, Mitchell, allow her to 5 minutes to make her motion, which I believe was perfectly in order. We can vote on it, we can deal with it. The whole situation will be gone.
Sara and Vajra seem very anxious to assure Manijay that they did not overread the motion. Overread being Manijay's word for repeat.
And at the same time, I want to say, I would not really appreciate that Sara would stand there and read and overread and overread and overread the same resolution over and over again. It's inappropriate. If you want to get it
You're called out of order wrongfully so.
it should be judicially part of the
Excuse me,
process
it's the
and
same
respect
resolution.
everyone.
Manager, just so we
The
understand.
same resolution, you were reading it over and over.
No, she was I read it to the end. I read it. I did not.
She read it
Not
once.
one word did I repeat.
I swear, I can
Not one
vouch for it.
word. Now maybe you could because Mitch was screaming the whole time.
Anyway.
Annoyed with Lisa's infantile pouting and glowering over the spreadsheets, Manijay simply goes and gets her one.
I want a
Article
spreadsheet.
7.
Point of information. Point of order. I need a spreadsheet. Point of order.
And make quarterly reports to the Foundation's Board of
Yeah, right. And
Directors.
this is why they
regarding
think they're so
the
messed up
station's
with
budget,
treasurers like
actual
him.
income.
Seth Goldberg, MD, makes a suggestion.
What I'd like to propose is that we have 5 minutes to repass Manijay's motion, 5 minutes to talk about Sara's motion, and we can move on.
Sara seems anxious to get Manijay's opinion as to who should speak first.
In other words, you've already.
Clock is running.
This is outrageous. Do you agree to this, manager?
You get into
Dr. Goldberg then offers Sarah's resolution as an amendment. Peace prevails.
Right, but I have a point of information, just a point of information. Could Sarah offer her resolution as an amendment to be put in at the end of Manager's resolution?
can.
Then we could vote on it as an amendment, up or down, and then whether it passed or it didn't, then we could vote on Manager's motion as either unamended or amended,
All right,
and we can
because
go
the chair
forward.
doesn't understand.
There you go. No, I asked Sarah 10 times
All right,
about that.
so I'll accept this proposed as
You're
an
offering
amendment. Can I
is-
read the amendment without being interrupted?
Yes, read the amendment.
Thank you. All right, so without being interrupted.
Sarah has been recognized, right?
All right, let it run.
And Sarah's motion is peacefully defeated.
No, it's wrong. I'll do it. Manager? Yes, just yes or no.
Yes.
Jamie?
No.
Andrew?
Andrew?
No.
Vajra?
Yes.
Sarah?
Sarah?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes. Yes, Belinda, do it all the way. Yes. No half stepping.
Tibby?
Yes.
Seth?
No, not at this time.
Did I say peaceful? Well, Andrea and Vajra did appear to be having some kind of altercation.
Because Mitch was screaming all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming all
I'm gonna
the time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
jump
Jeff.
report.
Please,
Point of
Mr.
order.
Russell,
Point of
to
order.
include written comments along with her vote.
Yes,
Any
your
such
point of
comment
order.
is
Go
only
ahead.
read aloud, clearly stated in the
She's gonna
bylaws.
get her 5
Note
minutes.
on the question of privacy, specific
Sarah, I'm
bylaws,
gonna ask you to
Article
please
7,
stop
Section
disrupting the
9,
meeting.
proxy is not permitted. All actions taken
Sarah,
by LSD
please stop disrupting
may
this
be taken
meeting.
personally.
told her she can read this.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order.
Let her read, let her read, let her read. Ridiculous.
Point of order.
Just stop.
What is your point of order?
Sarah told you before this even started, you all should be human enough to hear it, that she had this motion. She asked how it should be done. You all said, well, read it during this time. You knew.
Lisa, the reason why your motion is out of order is because the substitute motion has to deal with the same
It is
ground.
You just said it. You just do it. And now we can
Any
support
motion
her.
against Stewart.
Right, we're talking about showing support for
You
Lynn
said, and
Stewart.
Alex
Correct. Until the
Steinberg said that any motion on Lynn
That's what you
Stewart
said.
can be placed at that point in the
Companies
agenda.
are lying all the time.
Because Mitch was screaming
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
jump.
And then you hypocritically, no, I'm not, you're disrupting. You said any motion on Lynn Stewart could be read at that point in the meeting, and then when we started to read it, and Alex Steinberg agreed with you, and when she started to read it, you said it was out of order. You're a bloody hypocrite.
You're out
Point
of
of
order.
order. Point of order. Point of order takes precedence. You must read Robert's Rules of Order.
Continuing
Substitute
to
motion.
disrupt.
Chair.
Substitute motion.
Chair.
They talk about freedom.
Point
They
of
talk about
order.
freedom in China.
Yes.
Point of order
Hello.
takes precedence. Cease to interrupt me.
Stop lying.
I am not lying. You interrupt me.
Because Mitch was screaming
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
jump.
Because Mitch was screaming all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
jump.
It
Right, but
Vajra?
Yes.